Good evening, viewers. It's already close to 7, and I'm back with our Discuss Kare again. But where's my friend Trisha? Um, Maybe she'll join later works. Let me start. So, for a few days, we have been discussing in various shows what will be IPL, will the IPL be completed? What's the next step for IPL? Is there a window for IPL? Is it in September? Is it in October? Is it in November? And our dear Dada, Saurav Ganguly, in between all this, has announced that India will be playing Sri Lanka in the month of July. Trisha, Ade, what happened? What
What? I came
what is
back.
going on? Should I do like this? Badminton, what is this? Ade, this is live. Remove this.
But you only said no, there will be two Indian teams in July playing in two different places. So if there can be two Indian teams, why can't I be there in two frames?
Remove.
Okay. On a more
Actually, you have
serious
a
note.
point.
Yeah.
Actually, Trisha has a point that if India can be in two different continents altogether, because remember, India is playing New Zealand on 18th. The World Test Championship is starting on 18th of June. And then India will be playing England in a five-match test series from August. And then in between that, India will be staying in England. That means in July, India will be in England, the test team, which has a lot of T20 players, which has a lot of ODI
Correct.
players. And,
Correct.
and now our dear Dada has said that India has to play shorter formats also, that ODI and T20s. That's also in Sri Lanka. So should they do daily passenger from like
In
in plane
between England to
from?
Sri Lanka, and that too
I
in
think
this entire Corona scenario, I don't think the best idea.
so. That's why they have to follow us, like Trisha. What Trisha did in the same live in two different windows, the same person is there. So two different Indian teams has to be there in two different continents, playing three different formats. Because see,
That is too much.
India's
Okay, let me process.
there is
Two continents, no, three, no, what? Two continents, two teams, three formats. Okay, fair enough.
three formats. Okay,
Okay, right.
now we have already done shows on this, like World Test Championship squad, England squad. You have to watch all those shows also because you can go to our YouTube
Orgo,
channel.
you are supposed to request them to watch it, not scold them. You are supposed to watch it. You're not a professor. Calm down. Guys, please watch it.
Okay, okay,
Ignore
please,
Orgo's
please watch it because see, in between all these, Sri Lanka will also be going to England from the later half of July. Sri Lanka will, June. Sri Lanka will be in England. They will come back to Sri Lanka in the first half of uh, July. Sorry, Sri Lanka. I am also getting confused.
Yeah,
Sri
I'm
Lanka
so.
will be in England for a shorter. So I'll start. I'll go from the first. India will be playing World Test Championship final from
In
18th
June.
of in June, 18th of June.
Yeah,
And after England finishes, after that, England will be playing Sri Lanka in England for shorter
correct,
formats, in the shorter format.
correct,
It will
correct.
end, it will start at the fag end of July, June, and end in the first half of July.
July.
And the Indian team, that is the second string team which we are talking about, the ODI and T20 team, will be going to Sri Lanka on 5th or 6th of July. There will be hard quarantine for 3 days. Then there will be 4 days of soft quarantine. That is, they can practice, they can come out of their room and practice. And then from, as per the itinerary, the series will start from 13th and it will end on 27th. We'll get more information about the number of ODIs and the T20s, and then we'll give those information. We'll do more shows. Now, this show which we are doing, we'll be discussing. We have made a pool of players, right, Trisha, who
Right.
might feature in this second string Indian side. And people nowadays always say that India is so strong. then they can field two different teams at the same time. England did it
Here, I would
last
like to
year.
say something. So
Yeah,
Orgo and I were planning to make our teams, to give a squad. But then we realized going for a pool of players is easier because actually the Indian team has made quite a strong second team as well, right? And that is the reason we
yeah.
couldn't really, throw people out and in according to our choices. There are a lot of
So
players.
yeah, so will you
Absolutely.
take
I
the
would like
viewers
to.
through the batters and the team? I'll then
Yeah,
catch up.
I will take the viewers through batters and all rounders. अभी मैं थोड़ी सब काम करूंगी, थोड़ा तुम भी काम कर लो.
And
Bowlers,
remember,
Rohit,
don't get confused. This is for the Sri Lanka tour, the shorter format. The
yes,
test
this
team
is
will
for
be
Sri
there.
Lanka.
They will,
Yeah,
yeah, they will be playing in July. They will be playing intra-squad matches and practice matches for the upcoming tests in August. Last बार बोल दिया, फिर से गलती मत करना. बहुत confusing है. Last बार बोल दिया.
right. So among batters, I think the first name, again, he can be the captain as well, Shikhar Dhawan. From the team, if the B team goes, high chances, and you don't want to not play Shikhar Dhawan in ODIs. And given his T20, his IPL form, you would want to see him in the T20 format as well. And then there's the the IPL specialist, should I say, Prithvi Shaw. Prithvi Raj, what am I saying? Prithvi Shaw. He did superbly for Delhi this year, and automatically I'm sure he will be a choice in the T20 eyes. Then there's Devdutt Padikkal. Padikkal has had a fascinating domestic year also, right, Orho? So automatically, I
Yeah.
think, you know what I feel between you and me, is Shikhar Dhawan and Devdutt opening for ODIs, and Prithvi and Devdutt for T20Is. This is what I feel. Then there's Ruturaj Gaikwad, another opener who cannot be missed, did really well for CSK. Do I need to take this name? Surya Kumar Yadav, of course. Like, I'm
Sky
sure
is the
this
limit.
sky is the limit. Then there's Sanju Samson and Ishan Kishan. Now, my only concern is Sanju Samson not being at, I mean, consistency has never been Sanju Samson's friend, right? So, do you think they should try with Sanju Samson? I feel initially probably they'll go for Sanju Samson, and then if he fails, they will go for Ishan Kishan, because you also have to keep in mind that Ishan Kishan was struggling in the later half of the.
Trisha, wait. Don't reveal the first 11s and all. We will do it in another video. Don't reveal everything right
Okay, fine. Okay.
now.
And then Nitish Rana, a consistent performer for KKR, of course. Now, among all rounders, interestingly, I think Orgo and I were a little confused whether we should call Hardik Pandya an all rounder or should we put him in the batters list. Let's put it this way: if Hardik bowls, then he goes as an all rounder. अगर ball नहीं भी करता है, फिर भी as a batter, I'm sure he'll get a chance, right?
See, the thing with
Again,
Hardik is he is not expected to bowl full quota because if he had
I
been
don't
fit
think
for
so.
that, he would have gone to
Then
England
he would have
for the
gone to
test.
England.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
And then there's Hardik's brother, Krunal Pandya, because recently he has shown good prowess with the bat. Deepak Hooda, the Kings 11 Punjab batter, and he has bowled some important overs for Punjab as well. Then there's Bengal ka Shahbaz Ahmed. I think he has shown how well he can bat and bowl both, right? So he deserves
And
a
he's a
chance.
very good fielder too. He's a very good fielder
Exactly. Absolutely. And now, since
because
I
he
have
has.
already. Sorry? Say
Yeah,
something.
because I somehow feel that if he is being given this confidence, it's it's not an ideal time to compare him with someone like Jadeja, but he has this spark in the fielding department, and he also can hit the ball long. Because
Long.
RCB, remember, tried him out in the as a first down batter,
Yeah.
and then
Yes.
gave him confidence. Always wanted to back him as a batter. Apart from his bowling, again he turned the match against SRH with the ball.
Correct.
So he can bowl
Correct.
very good left arm spin. So that is a good option. So I'm taking over the bowlers.
Yes, please.
Trisha has been a bowler all her life, but I will be going through the list of bowlers. So first of all, the name which should be in the test squad of the India team, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, that too in England because he swings the ball. But because of his injury, I feel he has been left out.
They didn't
Good
want to
thing
take
is
a
that,
risk, you think?
yeah, yeah, I also feel so because test is a grueling format, and you have if you can't survive 5 days, that's a big problem. Because remember, he got injured in the middle of IPL, and then before
Absolutely.
the COVID break, he played one game after recovering from injury. He looked very much in form against the yeah
Yeah, and also you have to remember now, currently with the situation that's going on, if somebody is injured, you cannot send him back. Neither can you get a replacement there. So I think that is one
yeah
more reason, one more thing that went against Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. That is why they didn't want to take the risk because they knew they can't send him back, or for that matter, get a replacement for him.
Yeah, but if Bhuvi gets into the rhythm, that will be a very good audition for him in the Indian T20 I squad for the T20 World Cup. If there are a lot of ifs and buts, Harshal Patel, who has done outstandingly well for RCB, 17 wickets. He was the purple cap holder. He could hit the ball long. He's a good with the bat, lower down the order. Harshal Patel should make the squad. Chetan Sakaria, the find of IPL, one of the finds of IPL for Rajasthan Royals, bowled really well, has good pace. He fields well too. He took some brilliant catches. He fields well too. He has good Yorkers also. Then Navdeep Saini, this is a bowler who has fallen in the ranks in the last few months because he was in Australia but couldn't perform that well. He was not selected in RCB for most of the matches. One match he played, but he couldn't impress. But I think he is someone who has been with the Indian team for some time now, and he will be given a chance because he has good pace. Deepak Chahar, just like Bhuvi, he can swing the ball, and he has most number of wickets in IPL since his debut in power play. So he can be very effective when the ball swings. Varun Chakravarti, the man who has been selected for the India team twice, but once he failed to join the squad because he was injured, and the next time I think he couldn't pass the yo-yo test. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, fitness test. He will be there. Rahul Char,
Can I
another
crack a
revelation.
bad joke? Can I crack a bad
Yeah,
joke?
yeah.
He is doing yo-yo between getting selected and staying out. Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry.
Slow clap.
Okay, you continue.
Okay, Rahul Chahar. Last season he was absolutely fantastic for Mumbai. Got India call for that, and this season again he was in the top five of the most number of wickets in the wicket takers list. Bowled really well and used his leg spinners really well to get those wickets. Usually nowadays people use googlies, but he got wickets by bowling leg spin, proper genuine leg spin. So Rahul
Absolutely.
Char is a Yuzvendra Chahal. His form he's being a little patchy over the last few months in Australia. He had one good spell in Australia, but apart from that, he hasn't performed that well. But he has to be given confidence and he has to be brought back. Kuldeep Yadav, another player, exciting player who was Kuldeep and Chahal were the two pillars of Indian cricket at one
The
point of time,
kulcha.
the spin.
Yes.
Kulcha has fallen in the ranks again, but Kuldeep should be given one more chance to just prove himself because this IPL he couldn't get even one single chance for KKR. And the last person on the list is Ravi Vishnu. Since last season, he has been
Brilliant.
brilliant
Yeah.
for Kings 11 Punjab with the ball. His leg spin, he has boxed top class batsmen with leg spin. So these are our probables for the Sri Lanka tour. We had discussed about Unadkat, but we feel that because of
Yeah,
his
I
bowling
mean,
style, apart,
I don't know. Would you go for Unadkat or Sakaria? I would go for Sakaria
I will
because
go for
again,
Sakaria.
yeah, exactly. I think that is where both of us took a mutual decision not to include Jaydev Unatkar. But I have a question for our viewers. Why don't you guys also suggest a few names that will again be helpful, or you can also give us an entire squad if you feel that you have a different squad in mind or probables in mind. I mean, not squad as such. So then we can, continue this discussion. Then we can choose our playing 11, and there are obviously lots of discussions coming up, right, Orga? But
Exactly.
for all these discussions, what do the viewers need to do? They need to
Sorry.
subscribe our channel. They need to subscribe to our channel in YouTube, like our page in Facebook, join us in our lives, comment, ask questions, and also discuss with us. Right?
Definitely.
Tomorrow we are coming back again with a fresh topic, fresh discussion. You be back. We will also be back. Take care till then. Stay home. Stay safe.